So I don't normally go in front of the camera for this kind of stuff, but I'm at the Tesla dealership, and my car was in for service number 13, and basically the heat pump is still making a really loud noise, and it's stalling. Like, you can hear it start to turn on, it goes, and then it stalls only when it's cold. And so they gave me a reason, and basically said, when it happens, please email this engineer at Tesla, timestamp, so they can do it. Basically what they're saying is an overpressure event happens through logic in the HVAC system, and that the compressor stops on purpose to prevent damage. So in the invoice it says they replaced the compressor, so that's my second compressor now. I had a no heat scenario at the end of January when it was like minus 20. And then this noise happened promptly after, and they took a look at it and said basically that the system was overcharged when they replaced the heat pump and the compressor and the super manifold and the AC lines, and then that it should be fixed, and then it was still happening. So I brought it back this time for the third time for the noise and the heat pump. And I also brought it back because the trunk is beeping when it opens. It stops. It only opens up a foot. And then my frunk is leaking, which it never used to leak. So anyway, they only less than a day. I dropped it off at 8:30, and they said it was ready by about 4. So I came to pick it up, and I started loading all my stuff in, and I was putting something in the frunk, and I look at my windshield, and my windshield was broken on the passenger bottom corner. So I stopped loading everything in. I loaded it back into the loaner and walked in there, and I said, so my windshield's broken, and it wasn't before. And the service rep was very understanding, she just like went deer caught in the headlights and said, can you drive it in? And then I did, and there was like a dozen people surrounding the car waiting to see it. And yeah, they determined it's a defect in the windshield or something, but yeah, so they're replacing the windshield now while I wait. So I didn't give the loaner back. I'm gonna watch some Netflix and wait the hour and a bit for them to replace the windshield at the Oakville Tesla. So I don't know if I'm gonna call that service visit number 14, but I've had this car I got it in December 2020. The heat pump, the 2021 SR Plus Model 3. And it's been I had 13 service calls, and I think I'm at 41 days where my car has had service performed on it. So about 450 days of ownership, 41 days. I'm pretty close to 10% of the time of the days I've owned it, it's been in service. So my full light is on. People I know, they're not thinking Tesla's a very reliable brand, and I know people have had fantastic experiences, either no or just one little issue, and then their Tesla's fine for years. But I've got 45,000 kilometers in 15 months, and I've had a loaner for 37 days of those ownership days. So I tried to do a trade-in, but they were offering. They finally capped out after pushing up from 37.8 or 38.7 up to 45.3, I think. But I can get 58 for the car used, or 57 for the car used, and probably more now that Tesla keeps hiking up the prices. And I just don't want them. I don't want anyone to profit. I don't want to profit off the trade-in. I don't want Tesla to profit on the trade-in. So I just want a neutral exchange. I want a new vehicle. This one was clearly made on a Friday at quitting time, right when the production ramp is hitting to 10,000. And even Elon Musk himself said that, you should either buy like a early car or once the production line is stabilized. I bought mine right at the ramp, and I do feel like it's like the Goldilocks SR Plus. It's got all the features. It's got the performance. It's got the lithium ion battery instead of the iron phosphate. I love the car, and it's the best driving car. Like, I'm in a dual motor right now, and I like the way my SR Plus handles better than the dual motor long range. I think this is a 2019. And I just want my car to work. And so, as a concession, the manager or owner of Oakville Tesla and I think Vaughn Tesla, they gave me $2,300 in service credit, because my biggest fear is, like, as a lot of us, you do the Tesla stretch knowing that the operating costs are going to be lower. But looking at the repair invoices and stuff, they've done over $10,000 worth of repairs in 15 months. I can't afford that when my warranty's done, once I hit 80,000 kilometers, which is the end of this year most likely. So I can't afford an extra $800-900 a month in maintenance on top of car payments. So it just a word of caution, like for those who are stretching a little bit to afford a car that will have cheaper operating costs. Like there might be more costs than you're prepared for. And so realistically, what's probably going to happen with this car is when I get near to the end of the warranty, I'm going to have to trade it in at a dealership for a non-Tesla, because the Tesla trade-ins are just bonkers, and I can't afford to carry two $60,000 electric vehicles while I buy one and sell the other one. So it's just one of those things where I feel like, just like the housing market, you kind of get priced out of your own car with a Tesla. Like the prices just keep going up and up and up. And I heard Elon's looking at the supercharger rates, but with the supercharger rates the way they are, it's almost the same cost as gas now if you're driving highway in the winter. So just my findings. So realistically, I'm just killing time until my windshield's ready. So thank you guys for listening. And this is a very first world sob story, but just thought you guys should know it's it's not all sunshine and rainbows with Tesla. The car is the best car I've ever driven. Unfortunately, I just don't get to drive it every day because it's in the shop one in every 10 days. So, yeah. All right. Have a good one, guys. Talk to you later.